Nandiyan ba yami? Ah, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala wala kami, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Lions FC and Eastern Suburbs.
Four extra days of waiting for this highly anticipated clash, which was originally penciled in to kick off round 2 in the NPLW, now headlines Tuesday the 20th of February. Good evening and welcome to Luxury Paint Stadium as tonight sees two very different storylines. Lions, for the first time in a long time, are licking their wounds after round 1, as it was Brisbane City inflicting a bitter defeat to open the season. As for the visitors, well, they secured the 3 points in their first fixture of 2024, which extends their unbeaten run to 7 games, following on from last year's form. Coincidentally, Eastern Suburbs' last loss came in round 22, last July, against tonight's opponents. Here's how both sides will line up. Starting with Lions, and Lee Clark will start in goals. Mackenzie Nielsen and Libby Sabulski are expected to start in the harder defence. Tara O'Keefe, along with Tui Dugan, will play in the midfield with the front three of Samantha DeBent, Megan McGilligan and Amy Gunston. As for Eastern Suburbs, well, they select the same 11 which took the field against Olympic in round 1. Emma Gibbon will start in goals. Holly Clark and Hakana Kachenko in the harder defence with Kate Muscat and Chantal Marajari either side of a flat back four. Abby Taylor ahead of them with Sophie Person leading the line. And Stella Mazzoni, Emma Starr also occupying themselves in the midfield. It is sitting at roughly 25 degrees with clouds hovering overhead. We did have light showers throughout the day, but we are very glad that football can once again be played here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Match officials for this evening involve our fourth official, Tanisha Heyman Fuller, our two assistant referees in Byron Lurch and Rachel Solomon, and our main referee, Caitlin Troy. One round down, 26 to go. It's the reigning champions doing a battle with the reigning premiers here tonight. Will it be worth the wait? I'm sure it will be. Two of the top teams, well, the two top teams from season 2023 on show tonight. Of course, Eastern Suburbs finished 11 points behind Lions in the premiership race. However, well, they didn't claim the chocolates in the premiership. They fought their way to the grand final, where they, of course, knocked off Gold Coast United at Suncorp Stadium. That was a 1-0 victory, and Emma Starr put her hand up that day to steer Eastern Suburbs over the line. But it is a new year with new goals and new expectations. Muscat opting to go backwards, and that's where Samantha DeBent was lurking. In the end, Muscat does well to manufacture a pass up the line, but Lions have it back as they look to settle into some possession themselves. Something they were able to do against Brisbane City in firm passages of play. However, they just couldn't keep up with them on the scoreboard. City, of course, scoring first, and then Lions were able to level the scoreline at 1 apiece, but then City marched out to a 3-1 lead. As McGilligan looking to play a subtle ball in behind. And that loss last weekend for Lions is the first round 1 loss they've had in the last 6 seasons at least. Since 2018, they have won every single round 1 fixture. Their biggest coming in 2018, a 9-0 win against Capalaba as it's punched away, landing at the feet of McGilligan, who gets the shot away, and Megan McGilligan opens proceedings at Luxury Paint Stadium as Lions look to bounce back in round 2.
Goes for number 23, Meg McGilligan. Line 1, Eastern Suburbs, no.
Well, that's a much better start than last weekend. That's for sure. This time Lions find themselves on the right side of the scoreline after the opening goal. Did have to consider the bounce back factor coming here tonight. They're a team that don't stay down for long, Lions, and Eastern Suburbs breathing confidence. As I mentioned in the intro, 7 games unbeaten following on from the end of last year's form through the finals, and then of course round 1 they claimed the scalp of Olympic. 2-0 last Sunday. But Lions at Lions is a different proposition. These two do have quite the history. Their last meeting came in July of last year, where Lions got the better of Eastern Suburbs 1-0. Prior to that, it was the Kappa Women's Super Cup semi-final, which went to penalties, and Lions edged Eastern Suburbs at Heath Park in penalties, 4-3. 1-1 was the final score at the end of extra time in that one. Then Lions got the better of them in May, and of course that famous victory that Eastern Suburbs conjured up against Lions in March of last year to break the 61-game unbeaten run. However, the record certainly favours Lions. They have won the last 4 out of 5 meetings. Eastern Suburbs only coming away with 1 win. As Nielsen has space in front of her. Looks to pick out Amy Gunston. Musket did well to recover the ball for Eastern Suburbs as Kachenko now does some ball playing of her own. And Star. A nice little moment. Finding Hansen. Here's Mazzoni. Brayshaw will get it clear for Lions. Of course, rocking A new home kit in 2024 are the home side as they throw back to the club's 1991 Premiership and Championship winning side. They're hoping to recreate the magic from the 90s Lions. Here's Dugan cutting the ball across. It's McGilligan again. Her shot's deflected. And Hansen will get it clear. So Lions certainly upping the ante in the opening 7+ minutes after last weekend's shock. Here's the delivery for the corner. It's a shallow one, nodded on, then dealt with at the back post by Chantel Malgeri. That's some potential, that cross, and then the little flick on. Didn't find an orange jersey in the end, but certainly a chance creating there, and Lukashenko will play back to Gibbon. Kyla Hansen won't quite win the throw in there. Part of Capalaba FC since the age of 12, Kyla Hansen. She made her NPLW debut at 15, becoming a regular part of the squad in 2022. Season signing for Eastern Suburbs, Kyla Hansen. As they have lost some personnel from that squad that lined up against Gold Coast United in the grand final last year. Bree Wallace has moved on to Mitchelton. Kelly Crew, along with Kaho Ashima, have retired from the game as they went out winners, and Susie Stewart has left the club, taking up opportunity up north. So without 4 of their regulars from last year. And of course, Jess Curran featured on the bench last weekend against Olympic. However, she is unavailable for tonight. She's been a part of Eastern Suburbs for 5+ seasons now. Jess Curran expected to return next week as Lions again find space with Dugan. Gunston had to backtrack, and Kyla Hansen will comfortably use the ball as they look to get out of their own end. Eastern Suburbs. Musket going down. Play allowed to continue as Mazzoni takes it on, and Tara O'Keefe earns the throw for Lions. As I was mentioning earlier, their largest round 1 win was 9-0 against Capalaba FC, and they didn't lose one from then on. Knocking over Moreton Bay, South United, got over the top of Logan Lightning 3-2 in 2021 to open that season. And of course, last year they got the better of Mitchelton 2-1. And an interesting stat here is every first loss of the league has come away from home in Lions NPLW history. However, last weekend bucked that trend. Usually it takes a while for the first defeat to come at the hands of Lions. It took them 13 rounds in 2018, 22 in 2019, and last year it took them 4 rounds. They lasted a month unbeaten, and of course there was The long winning period where they went 23 games unbeaten in 2021 in the league, and then 16 games unbeaten in 2022. Which is quite the record, of course. Now Brayshaw sitting in that sixth position. Keely Brayshaw played the last part of last weekend's match, coming off the bench. Tonight she starts as Gunston steps inside to Ben, picks up the ball. Once again, Lions very hungry as Amy Gunston can't get it by Emma Gibbon. A brilliant stop. Amy Gunston one-on-one, broke free and had her shot saved. It could have been 2-0 just like that. Now Eastern Suburbs with an attack of their own. Nielsen backed into a corner. Brayshaw for Clark. It's a bit of a sketchy clearance, but they get away with it, Lions. Well, Lions, well, history suggests they get their season off to a winning start. It's quite different for Eastern Suburbs. They haven't won their opening 2 games of the league in the last 6 years. That's something they can break tonight with a victory here. But it has been a while. Their first 8 NPLW games in 2024 are all away. Their first home game isn't until round 9 against South United. That's on the 12th of April. And then they have a long stretch of home games from round 9 to round 17, which will take them into the early part of June. Nielsen tries to get it over the top. Jerry got boot to ball. Was a little rushed as Simonson was on her case. And here's Starr. And this has the ball dragged from it. Tara O'Keefe recovering for Lions. And again, they'll take a breath with the ball. Now Gunston has Clark coming across in cover. Gunston doing all she can to get by. O'Keefe there in support. Jerry finds Starr this time, and that's nice into play there from Eastern Suburbs. Mazzoni to Hanson. Eastern Suburbs look to open up this left-hand side of the field through Maljeri and Kachenko. Lions put on a bit of a squeeze. And Star has had some lovely touches to open up the match. In person. Teams up with Askin. And Askin fires it into the area. Clark got gloves to it. The ball spills free. Person takes the shot on. Clark gets to it again. And only just on the second time round as Kyla Hansen was waiting. There's the clearance. Person couldn't find air on the shot. And it was a messy gather from Emily Clark. She did well in the end. One Lions NPLW Young Player of the Year last season, Emily Clark, and in the same year she was promoted to the NPLW squad. What a bold effort to get low and put her head where most people wouldn't put their boots, right there and then. A variation from the corner as Maljeri takes it on. And Tara O'Keefe felt that one. She seems to be up and moving again. There's the Ben, picks up the ball and will take the shot on. Floating away to the right. We've seen that a couple of times tonight from both sets of defences in terms of the backline and goalkeeper just miscuing the pass and landing at the feet of the opposition. This time it was Lions looking to profit. As Gunston finds the run of Dugan, and Dugan is hassled and hurried out by Holly Clark. The 2022 NPLW Young Player of the Year nominee, Holly Clark, who's worn the orange of Eastern Suburbs for many seasons now. A strong challenge to deny Dugan. Here come Lions once again. Again, it's a shallow delivery. Sapolsky showed a little too much of the ball, and now Eastern Suburbs have it back. And it was only momentarily. She did well to recover there. Libby Sapolsky, signed from Peninsula Power, where she spent the past 2 seasons. She was also a former member of the Gap. Of course, Rob Askew managed for many years, picking up a lot of success before joining Lions and continuing on that successful run at the helm of every team he seems to pick up, Rob Askew. Eastern Suburbs just on the back foot so far in the opening 20 minutes. Lions finding the back of the net in the 3rd minute. Thanks to Megan McGilligan. And now they have a free kick to go with it. As the shot's taken on, Emma Gibbon parries it away. Lions will continue to come as Gunston trying to muscle Kachenko off the ball. Simonson has options in the centre. Claims of a handball. It won't be given. There was a well-measured delivery from the free kick, causing Eastern Suburbs all sorts of headaches. They swing the ball from sideline to sideline as McGilligan is offside. Just a little too eager. She was walking the line there, Megan McGilligan. A lot of responsibility has fallen on her shoulders in the attack side of play for Lions, considering Tegan Riding hasn't featured so far in season 2024. Quite the number of outs. If you look at the 11 and bench that lined up against Gold Coast United in the 2023 semi-final, that haven't returned thus far in 2024. It includes the likes of Beck Kirkup, Tegan Thompson, Tiana Karabassis, Sarah Bonifant and Abby Everts. Quite the list of names, 5 in fact. And the start pushes her header wide. And it will be a goal kick. Of course, Tegan Thompson, Tiana Karabassis and Beck Kirkup all currently signed with the Brisbane Roar women's side. And as for other names who are expected to return in 2024, well, at least the start of it, that includes Tegan Riding, Ariana Skiers and Ellie Chappell. And they've all been missing so far. So when you add those names up, it's quite the list of outs. As Eastern Suburbs having a moment of their own. Sophie Person fires the shot right away from goal as Emily Clark miscued things. And Emma Starr was the one flying through who took a bump. Another frantic piece of play in the penalty area of Lions. And this time they can't capitalise, Eastern Suburbs again. So this game could well and truly be level. O'Keefe claiming an accident, which no doubt it most likely was, as the ball just got a little too far away from her. Abby Taylor felt the full force of the contact, and Caitlin Troy pulling that one up as Eastern Suburbs have a free kick. Kate Muscat raises her hand as she tries to get it in behind that Lions defence. O'Keefe cutting out the pass of Emma Starr. McGilligan opting all the way back for Libby Cebulski, who skims the ball forward. Devine couldn't get on the end of it. Now here's Dugan. No whistle coming. Well, it did come. Just a minor delay on it. The Eastern Suburbs bench were convinced the free kick was due to be paid. And then they got their call, did Lachlan, Leong and Co. Clark again, trying to find Keely Brayshaw in that pocket of space, but no dice once more as Eastern Suburbs have numbers forward. Kyla Hansen whips it across, Lauren Askin plays it to Person. And the flag goes up, but another chance there for Eastern Suburbs. The front three combining in Hansen, Askin and Person. Radar just a little off so far. Sophie Person. Usually ever so accurate in front of goal as Clark can't get to it, and Kyla Hansen gets one by as the scores are locked up here at Luxury Paint Stadium. A long distance effort getting underneath Emily Clark.
Goal for Eastern Suburbs scored by number 10, Kyla Hansen. Lions 1, East 1.
Well, they get their breakthrough to Eastern Suburbs. It's been coming for some time as Emma Starr looking to get on the end of this Hansen delivery. And things starting to click for Eastern Suburbs, just as you question the accuracy of Sophie Person. Bang, go Eastern Suburbs through Kyla Hansen. I was just about to touch on the point that, well, here is Gunston in behind, and Gunston has a goal of her own. It's a shootout to start. 2-1 Lions.
Scored by number 14, Amy Gunston. Lions 2, Eastern Suburbs 1.
Well, Amy Gunston wasted no time in putting Lions back in front. Eastern Suburbs must feel like there's been no progress made whatsoever, as they've certainly come into this game more and more as the minutes have worn on. But after equalising, they find themselves on the back foot once again. And they find themselves having to defend Amy Gunston once again as she earns the throw-in for Lions. These two teams currently sitting 5th and 6th, with Mitchelton at the top of the ladder. All 6 points they have claimed and a goal difference of 6, which puts them there. Brisbane City also on 6 points, but they only have a goal difference of 4. And a win tonight will put Eastern Suburbs inside the top 4, whereas 4 Lions, well, depending on how much they win by, they'll sit around that mid-table section. And of course, due to the wet weather, there's still 2 more games after this one to play out in round 2 of the NPLW. Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Peninsula Power, along with Olympic and Gold Coast United, to do battle. So 2 more games to complete the round. Of course, round 3 is fast approaching. Mazzoni just got there in time. Hansen finds Person, and Emily Clark will welcome that ball. Here is Hansen again. She'll drill it across the face this time, and no one quite in support as Lions are happy to watch that roll over the byline. Well, we did manage 2 games during last weekend's rain-affected 48 hours. South and Mitchelton faced off. Mitchelton getting over the top of South 5-1, while Brisbane City continue their winning ways with a 3-0 victory over the QAS. Flag will eventually rise. It's then offside. Scored last week against Brisbane City, did Samantha DeBent. She joins Lions from Middle Tennessee State University, where she spent 6 years playing in Division 1 and has a goal to her name. 3-1 the score. Lions are not mucking around tonight.
Goal for Lions scored by number 12, Sam DeBean. Lions 3, Eastern Suburbs 1.
We're right on cue. Starting up front tonight. She came off the bench last weekend against Brisbane City, but tonight she gets an opportunity and makes no mistake of it, that's for sure. She's had some very crafty moments, and that goal is one to watch back without a doubt, as Dugan will be outpaced from Muljerry. And now Eastern Suburbs, well, this mountain continues to rise and become harder and harder to climb. Now 3-1 the score. Clark gets behind that one. It's well controlled by Kachenko, Taylor and Mazzoni all involved in that sequence, but Collydale earns possession back for Lions. Here's Simonson. Cebulski. Star couldn't quite find her target in Sophie Person, who is quite the talent, of course, and certainly one capable of pulling Eastern Suburbs out of the fire here. She started every NPLW game in season 2023. She finished 4th in the Golden Boot race with 16 to her name. And of course, she's a part of the Brisbane Roar back in the 2015-16 season. So quite the resume and a fierce leader of this Eastern Suburbs outfit, who no doubt will be looking to swing momentum back in their favour. Emma Starr, another one that you expect to put her hand up as this game goes on, and Eastern Suburbs look for a response. Askin falling as she took the shot on. That one won't trouble Emily Clark. Here's the build-up from Eastern Suburbs. Kachenko, Star. A flick in behind for Askin. She did all she can from that position. McGilligan. Pass the ball over the top. She saw the green space in behind. Three goals in the first half is some tally, considering Eastern Suburbs haven't conceded a goal in 3 games, totaling 300 minutes. If you go back to last season in the semi-final, they got over the top of Peninsula Power 1-0 after extra time. The grand final was a 1-0 victory, and then last weekend was a 2-0 victory against Olympic, and that's what brings it to 300 minutes over 3 games. The last time they conceded before tonight was round 27 in 2023. That was in a 3-1 win over Capalaba. And it only took 3 minutes for Lions to find the back of the net and break that streak. It only took them 36 minutes to find 3. Mazzoni felt the contact from behind. And Caitlin Troy once again forced to award the free kick. It was Keely Brayshaw with a vigorous challenge, and she's claiming she only used her shoulder. Perhaps it was the force behind the shoulder which drew the whistle. Nonetheless, Eastern Suburbs don't promote a plethora of numbers forward as Lions line up along the 6-yard box. It's chipped into the area, nodded away. Now Simonson did all she can as Dugan chasing down Taylor. And Taylor got the better of Dugan with her first touch there, but Dugan recovers incredibly well. There's quite the engine on her, Tui Dugan. Represented the New Zealand under-20s at the Under-20 World Cup, bowing out in the group stage. Unfortunately, but plenty of experience gained there as McGilligan has support, trying to team up with Gunston. It's Holly Clark who gets in between what you'd assume would almost be a certain goal. McGilligan Emma Gibbon with a great save to her left. Now Person will try her luck from distance. So 5 seconds remaining in the 45. Stoppage time is where we now find ourselves as Eastern Suburbs. We're looking to turn things around at half time, while for Rob Askew and his girls, you can only assume he'll be asking for more of the same. Dugan kills some time as she finds Clark. Brayshaw reaches O'Keefe. And now McGilligan. The run was read by Holly Clark. And half-time is not here. That is the whistle for the offside flag. We'll have to wait a little longer for a breather. It's Caitlin Troy. And after the first false alarm, halftime is now here. 47 minutes in total played in that first half. Lions 3, Eastern Suburbs 1. We'll be back after these messages for the second half between the reigning champions and the reigning premiers.
The Matildas are on fire, but the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
How do I finish this time? One straight off.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Welcome back to the second half between Lions and Eastern Suburbs. 3-1 the score. Lions jumping ahead
Welcome back, ladies and
in the
gentlemen,
opening
to the
3
second
minutes.
half of our
Kyla Hansen equalising, and then Gunston and DeBen put Lions up by 2. And now we have 45 minutes remaining in round 2 for these sides. As Lachlan Leon and Rob Askew would have had their comments made at half-time. And Hansen tripped up, the first foul coming the way of Eastern Suburbs. Tara O'Keefe again involved, and it will be a free kick from a dangerous spot. So it's Mal Jerry and Kyla Hansen standing over the top. The wall consisting of Keely Brayshaw, Tara O'Keefe and Tui Dugan. Mal Jerry takes the shot on, and it was drilled right into the path of Emily Clark. Simonson wins the duel. Now Brayshaw a lot back as Person was hunting down Cebulski. Now Nielsen fires the pass away to Gunston, who had runners ahead of her. She decided to play it safe, did Amy Gunston. And here is Tui Dugan. She is some pickup for Lions, as I mentioned. Represented New Zealand under-20s, most recent under-20s World Cup. And she was picked up from Lions from the Wellington Phoenix Youth Academy. So much potential in the boots of Tui Dugan. And Chloe Dale advancing forward, earning herself and Lions the corner. Mackenzie Nielsen will be the one to take it. Jerry attacks the ball as Starr beats Nielsen to it. Askin trying to find Hansen. Dale flicking it forward to Simonson, and Simonson bumped off the ball from Abby Taylor. Caitlin Troy saw nothing wrong with it. And now Lions, through McGilligan and Gunston, get the attack mixed up. They had a chance there that fell into their lap as Emma Gibbon miscued the clearance. Now Hansen, Person from distance, and Emily Clark will wave that over the crossbar. Clark uses Sabilski as Eastern Suburbs turn on the press. Noel Jerry will earn it back for Eastern Suburbs, and then there's the opportunity, just dinking it into the gloves of Emily Clark. They haven't capitalised when it counts, Eastern Suburbs, so far tonight. Just lacking that deadly finish up front. They've had their chances. It hasn't been a matter of creating. It's more execution at crunch time. Something that can definitely come as this second half unfolds. And they need one goal, and then that'll bring this game well and truly back to life. Well, you think if Lions score a fourth and Eastern Suburbs don't fire a punch back, then could be all over Red Rover. As Person got boot to ball. And again, just a metre or two to the right, and that goes steering into that near post. However, Emily Clark was happy to watch it fly by. Person got boot to ball. The shot is in, and Kyla Hansen has a double. Eastern Suburbs throw a punch back, and we are back to a 3-2 scoreline. Five goals so far here tonight. And right on cue, just as you talk about the ramifications of a Lions fourth, Eastern Suburbs find the back of the net.
Goal for Eastern Suburbs scored by number 10, Carla Hansen. Line 3 is 2.
And we have a game on our hands. Simonson will look to play forward. Abby Taylor claiming the throw in. And now Emma Starr gets by Brayshaw. Sabulski. Dale. Hansen making the run. She's been dangerous all night as Kyla Hansen. There's another chance for her. Involved in everything good for Eastern Suburbs so far. The number 10. The performance last weekend was a bit of a mixed bag. But certainly taking her game to a new level tonight. And the second game for Eastern Suburbs at a competitive level. Person. Picks up the corner. And now Eastern Suburbs coming into their own. Here's another little bit of pressure they apply. Lauren Askin will be the one to whip it in. So Lions have to be careful here. They don't want to concede the equaliser too soon after conceding their second for the night, as momentum will well and truly be with Eastern Suburbs. There's a cluster of bodies, and Caitlin Troy's hand is directed towards another corner. Muscat, Person back into the area. Dugan got her hand out of the way. And McGilligan with a turn of pace. Just lacking the execution on the delivery. To put the accelerator down for Lions. Simonson finds an offside. Amy Gunston. Clark feints for the clearance and try to play a subtle ball to Kyla Hansen. And then she turns over possession. And it's back with the side, looking for their fourth consecutive premiership in 2024. They've claimed the last 4 from 5 premierships have Lions. Quite the record, as they've won 10 trophies over the last 5 seasons, only missing out on 2 pieces of silverware all up. That was the 2020 premiership, where they lost it to Gold Coast United by 3 points in the end, and then last year's championship, which is the first grand final they have missed in 5 years. That 2023 grand final. Of course, Gold Coast United knocking out Lions here at Luxury Paint Stadium in a 1-0 victory in that semi-final. Oh, Jerry. So the best option is playing the ball forward. And now Lions work it out from the back as Simonson picks up Dale. Now the substitution will come for Lions. Keely Brayshaw will make her way off as Tia Appo joins the fray. And Maya Bruckner is also out there for Eastern Suburbs at the moment.
Substitution for Lions, number 9, Tia Upper, replaces number 3. Keely Brayshaw. And for Eastern Suburbs, the replacement is number 12, Moya Buckner. Score remains at Lions 3, Eastern Suburbs 2.
So Dale opts for Dugan. And now Dugan controls the pass, turning it inside for Dale. Kachenko got her foot in the way. That was a pivotal bit of involvement there from Hakana Kachenko as McElligott was making the run in behind. It looks as though Ryan Brickner is out there for Lauren Askin. Lauren Askin, formerly a member of Moreton Bay United, where she only lasted 30 minutes last weekend against Olympic. And she received a cork and couldn't continue. The extra few days break certainly helped her get ready for tonight's match, where she lasted the hour. And now Tui Dugan is a little slow to hop up here. Looks as though she's now tying her shoelace as she's back to her feet. Pulled a lot of the strings tonight. Tui Dugan in the midfield. Cebulski. Hands back on the ball. Now Simonson. McElligott. Headed away by Clark, and then Muscat. Gunston chasing it back for Lions. Now Mazzoni's touch just letting her down as DeBen had the ball sit up for her. Dugan. DeBen. Starr got her foot involved, but Lions maintain possession. Dale promotes the ball for Cebulski. Now Muljerry using Emma Gibbon, and Emma Gibbon will use the sideline there as she was put under pressure. Molly Simonson it was the furthest forward for Lions. And the next goal here, you just feel will be oh so vital to how this one ends. If Eastern Suburbs can equalise, and they'll breathe life into the finish. However, if Lions do once again find the back of the net, then it'll be tough going for Eastern Suburbs as this attempted shot is dragged wide, running out of power. Bruckner cleans up for Eastern Suburbs as Person finds Bruckner. She's offside. So we'll wait for the ball to return back to play. No surprise, Emma Starr has been heavily involved tonight. She was named in the Match Week 1 Team of the Week, along with her teammates in Holly Clark and Kate Muscat. No Lions featured after their defeat last weekend, or 2 weekends ago now. And of course, Person and Starr, the goal scorers in round 1 for Eastern Suburbs, as they earn a corner here. And time ticking down. They've slowly improved year on year, though, Eastern Suburbs. 2018 they finished 8th, and then in 19 they finished 6th, and after that they've just moved up 1 position each year. All the way into 2nd position last year in 2023. After playing 27, they had 18 wins, 6 draws, 3 losses, finishing on 60 points. So they'll be hoping to continue trending in this same trajectory. If they manage that, then they're on track for the premiership this season, Eastern Suburbs. Of course, it's a different story for Lions. It's not where they finish, it's how much they finish in first by. The largest margin being 15 points back in 2022. The same year they claimed the treble, winning the championship, the premiership, and the Kappa Women's Super Cup. As McGilligan pulls out an elegant pass. Apo involved. Starr to bring it back the other way for Eastern Suburbs. Person. Just summing up the situation. Eastern Suburbs will pick up the free kick. Samantha DeBen is questioning Caitlin Troy as to why. She thought the challenge was fair and equally forceful from either party. There will be a chance here for Eastern Suburbs. Played short. Muscat tries to whip it in. Now Clark teams up with Kachenko. And she'll link up with Bruckner. And again, Chloe Dale finding herself in the right spot at the right time. Bangs it over for another corner. As we approach the 70th minute. Only 20 minutes to play in this one. 5 goals so far, and you'd bet there will be a couple more at this rate. Stella Mazzoni off. As Maylin Lewis will take her spot up in the midfield.
Substitution for Eastern Suburbs, number 26. Maylin Lewis replaces number 21, Estelle Mazzoni.
There's a bit of confusion out there in the middle. Finally, Lions will take possession. Still on his own after putting in a shift will get the early mark. Here comes Maylin Lewis, number 26. Here's Lewis. Now Hansen. Person fouled, so the free kick coming the way of Eastern Suburbs. We've had a couple of them in Lions half. Yet to really make anything work from one so far. But another chance here right from the sideline as they all push up. Holly Clark is up there along with Maya Bruckner. Chantel Maljeri in the vicinity as Maljeri gets her head on it. And that one will land in the bushes. So Emily Clark will be seeking a alternative rather than jumping into the greenery over the fence. And now it's her turn to find some meters here for Lions as they look to hold on to this one goal lead, whether that be by scoring more or seeing out the remainder of this match. And there's some contact. Tia Apo on Kate Muscat. Caitlin Troy letting that one slide as Muscat finds some meters up the touchline. Eastern Suburbs will look to pounce here from the clearance. It's a quick throw in. Bruckner ends the corner. Amy Gunston it was shielding it over the byline. Just got a minor touch on the way out. So here's another chance for Eastern Suburbs. The majority of this second half has been played at this end of the field. And it's whipped in. Hansen takes the shot on. Gunston clears. And the flag is up in the process as Emma Starr made contact in an offside position. Person. Looking for Bruckner, and she does well, but not well enough. It will go over for a goal kick, and Lions are in a much better position now than what they were this time in round one, as they look to find their first win of the year. If they were to go on and lose tonight, well, it would be the first time they've lost 2 games in a row in the league since August of 2020. Back then it was Gold Coast United who defeated them on Sunday the 23rd of August, and they faced Capalaba on Thursday the 27th of August in 2020, and Capalaba walked away 2-1 victors. So they'll be looking to tonight that stat of emerging here as they hope to keep, well, what is quite the record of only 2 games in a row in the loss column back in August of 2020, as Person makes her way forward. It's dealt with by Cebulski. Looks as though cramp is starting to set in. Of course, only early in the season. There's only so much conditioning you can do in the pre-season. And then match fitness is a whole different story. And you don't gain that until you start playing the full 90 minutes, which is... We're only one round in so far in the NPLW season. Chance for both sides to take a breather as Caitlin Troy wants to see play resume. That's another error from Emily Clark as it just opens the door for a corner here for Eastern Suburbs. Mackenzie Nielsen wants to get back on the field after that cramp, and she's still feeling herself out now. As that corner mishit, and it will be a Lions goal kick. Mackenzie Nielsen will have to enter the field of play in the proper sense as she will rejoin the action from the sideline. And now Molly Simonson along with Tara O'Keefe to make their way off. And it is the number 18, Keisha Blaw, along with Alyssa Cox to enter the field of play. They'll see out the rest of this match. Bruckner controls it before finding some room inside, and she's dispossessed. Arpo switching to the right-hand flank.
Substitution for Lions, number 15.
McGilligan loses out. Star gets a head up. Nothing doing forward for Eastern Suburbs for the moment. As Hansen looks to turn Blaw inside out. Dealt with by the Lions back line. Dugan shielding it from Person before picking the pass. Star. Person. Lions with the throw in. Melissa Cox, another one who started last weekend but was parked on the bench for the start of this one. She made her first appearance in Lions colours, signing from Olympic FC, formerly a part of the QAS, and only recently recovered from an ACL injury. Great to see her back out on the field as McGilligan turns over possession. Star. Bruckner trying to squeeze in behind. Now Person. Couldn't pick up the loose pass. Cox can only find a black jersey in Taylor. And Eastern Suburbs look to reset. Bruckner. Zappo right in a grill, and Bruckner loses out. Now Maylin Lewis. The two substitutes there for Eastern Suburbs as the fresh legs may play a important role. Hanson couldn't get the better of Blore. Key instructions barking out from both benches as Gunston sets off inside Eastern Suburbs half. And then the pass for Tia Apo, overhit. Eastern Suburbs still do have Nia Marsden and Taylor Roncato on the bench. There were possible solutions here. Taylor Roncato won the 2023 NPLW Under-23s Golden Boot by 7 goals with 27 last year. And Nia Marsden, well, she's been a part of the Lions system from 2020 to 2022. She too sits on the bench for Eastern Suburbs tonight as the whistle goes and offside is the call. Emma Starr once again putting her body on the line no matter the situation. And as for Lions, well, I mentioned the names earlier in the first half who aren't here from that 11 and bench picked in the semi-final last season. But they're also doing it without Jessie Rashett, Chelsea Fairbairn, Emily Bowman, Kaho Nakadate and Scarlett Premrell, who were all a part of the makeup in round one. So 5 outs from that round one side that took the field against Brisbane City at Luxury Paint Stadium. And they are all missing tonight, along with the earlier list. It's quite the talent missing here for Lions as Sophie Person was hoping to set off, however, up goes the flag. And it will be another substitution for Lions. Megan McGilligan makes her way to the bench as it's number 19, Gabrielle Spence, out there now as Rob Askew looks to steer home this Lions outfit. Still so much time left in this match. 6 minutes plus whatever is added on. As we've had some substitutions take place in this second 45. And here comes another substitution, this time for Eastern Suburbs. Sophie Person will take a breather as it's Taylor Roncato out there for Eastern Suburbs. She does have goals in it, Taylor Roncato. We'll be hoping to find the back of the net for an Eastern Suburbs equaliser at least. As time ticks at Luxury Paint Stadium, Lions in no hurry to progress this match. Dugan spins out of the oncoming Emma Starr. Blore fires it back for Clark. And now Sabilski has played a very dominant role in that back line tonight. She's been One of Lions' best this evening in both defence and attack. Her distribution has been second to none, while she's also stood up when it counts. But now it's Hansen. Bruckner is there with Roncato. And then Emma Starr got boot to ball. Emily Clark dives on it inside the penalty area. As Lions breathe a sigh of relief. Here's Cox. Getting the better of Marajeri. Cox, Alyssa Cox seals the deal for Lions.
Goal for Lions scored by number 15, Alicia Cox. Lions 4, Eastern Suburbs 2.
Alyssa Cox does it all herself and doubles Lions lead at Luxury Paint Stadium. If you're a Lions fan, well, you can sleep easy tonight. It was a bit of a roller coaster in round one. And not a position you, of course, find yourselves in very often. But now they bounce back in quite a profound fashion. Of course, this match labelled as Rumble in the Jungle. And you can understand why, but even more so due to last year's results in the Premiership and the Championship stakes. However, right from the outset, from Megan McGilligan's goal, Lions never looked back, holding the lead at all times. Kyla Hansen did equalise, but since that 29th minute equaliser, Gunston, DeBen and Cox continue to drive home this lead for Lions. It was 3-2 for a good half an hour after that Kyla Hansen second. Rob Askew playing his part with the substitutions, and the substitute Alyssa Cox scoring tonight. Now Tanisha Heyman-Fuller and Caitlin Troy, along with crew, will decide how long it is to remain in this game after the 90 minutes ticks over. Start, gets her head up, picks out Roncato. And to Chloe Dale, who didn't see any minutes last weekend, has played the full completion of this match and gets it clear for the home side. It's another free kick for Eastern Suburbs. I'm going to assume they'll muck around here. Kyla Hansen giving her mark. Caitlin Troy telling Tui Dugan and Tia Uppo to get back the required distance. As Emily Clark organises the defence. They muster up something from here, Eastern Suburbs. Mulgeri does again, and Emily Clark will fall on it. She looks to take this right towards the final whistle if possible. Into our second minute of stoppage time. Caitlin Troy just having a look at the watch. Nathan Lewis just picking up a knock as she tries to walk it off. And this game slowing down to a noticeable halt, especially when Lions have it their way. Clark only finds Ben, who heads it over the touchline. Dugan mistimes the touch as Anna Starr continuing to compete for Eastern Suburbs, and that's a great challenge that will send it over for a corner. Only assume one of the last pieces of action in this one. There can't be long left at all. Here's a delivery. Lions make do with that clearance as Dugan will carry it forward. Orange jersey streaming forward with her as they look to keep the ball. Lions roar back into the winner's circle. After a wobbly round one, they bounce back to knock off Eastern Suburbs. Megan McGilligan got the party going. Kyla Hansen equalised. Gunston and Deben extended it to a 3-1 lead before Hansen clawed it back to 3-2. Alyssa Cox sealing the deal. Full time at Luxury Paint Stadium. Lions 4, Eastern Suburbs 2.
Congratulations to Ross and the girls.